Hello there. Today we're going to play this game called Microsoft Flight Simulator X. And this is my first ever premiere. I don't know. But I know I'm breaking the fourth wall, but I'm in Cinemark. Look at behind me. Well, I'm using OBS if you're wondering. And so let's check it out. So we're going to, and yes, you can see this Cinemark logo right over here. Alright, let's start. We're gonna choose a plane, okay? We're going to fly in tonconting, Honduras. And yeah, and I'm also chewing gum. So let's see. We're going down. We're gonna select this helicopter. Disconnect this cable. And now we're gonna choose the airport, tonconting. Do you know that tonconting is one of the most dangerous airports in the world? That's where I live. Now we're gonna select the time, the daytime. Now realism isn't easy. Custom traffic. There you go. Alright, let's go. Here I have my joystick, and here we go. Let's start flying this thing. Now let's see if everything works. Everything's gonna be a little bit loud, and I downloaded a mod for FSX that from tonconting because FSX is backbone. Well, this is a bit loud, but I know if you can hear me, but let's see. We're going to set the camera. Alright, here we go. Let's go up. Now we're gonna go over here. And let's go to some familiar places. Here we have the airport. So here we have traffic airliners. We have airplanes, the World Traveler Airlines, and there is also the airport that is just exactly like in real life. Here we have some restaurants: Burger King, Church's Chicken, which is unknown, Pizza Hut, and this is so cool. I can just fly around. Whoa! So let's go to some famous places in this. I'm in 55 knots, so we're gonna go over here. We're going to this mall, and if you're wondering, if you're a Cinemark fan, Alex, why can't you just go to the city? That's because this map was made in 2010, and it doesn't exist. It's not there. And City Mall never existed. There's only Metro Mall, which has Metro Cinemas. Ugh, I hate it. But here's the weird thing. If I go over here in this mall, if I go right over here, actually, let's stop a little bit. I'm gonna descend. As you can see, they accidentally put Cinemark in this mall, which is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be Metro Cinema. Look, don't believe me? Right over here. See? It says Cinemark. Super weird. If you're wondering, you're gonna crash. No, I'm in easy mode. That's why it has no crash physics. So now let's go to some familiar places, or some popular places in this city, which is, this is where I live. Yeah. And the bad news is that my house is never built. That's because it's in 2010, and I don't live, and I haven't born in 2010. I was born in 2013. Let's go into the stadium. Excuse me. I burp a lot. We're in 100 knots. That's good. there it is. This stadium does not look exactly like in real life, but let's say the stadium is right there. So if you're using Sora AI, then you have probably seen me uploading some Honduran stuff in here. So here we have the stadium, which is not exactly like in real life, but it looks cool. Now we're gonna go to the most famous place ever in Honduras, which is the Cerro Juana Lainez, which is a park called the Juana Lainez because somebody bought it. And that mountain, that's the one that it has a flag, and that structure over there, it's called the Monumento a la Paz. It was built during the war to represent peace. So let's try to land this thing. That's the old flag of Honduras. That's where I live. And I went into that part. I'm gonna try to land this thing. Yo! What a butter! Alright, I made it through. This is the Monumento a la Paz. We're going inside the cockpit and it looks so good. It has so many details. Look, I can move this and I can do this. Now we're gonna take off. Oh god. Here's the Honduran flag. You know that Honduras has a new president now? Alright, now we are going to another cerro or another park, and it's called the Pikachu. Yeah. I don't have a flight plan, and this is my first video in OBS. So we are going there. You see that Coca-Cola sign? Funny. Now let's go over the giant statue. It's covered. Alright. Here we are. We're gonna turn a little. We're gonna go up. So this is my first premiere, and I don't know because I'm trying to stream, but YouTube, I hate you so much. Why won't you let me stream? I don't know what's happening with my channel. So we're gonna try to land this thing. We're gonna slow down a bit. Here we are, which is this Christ statue, and it's called Christ statue. I don't know. The park is called El Picacho, and I've been there a lot of times. But now let's try to learn this thing. There you go. I landed safely. It's just myself that I'm leaning. Alright. You can see the cool Pikachu. Now we're gonna try to get closer to the statue to show you what it looks like. So this is her face. Yeah. Oh god, we're gonna crash. But it looks so exactly like in real life. Now let's turn. Whoa, not that much. Oh god. Now let's go into the Coca-Cola sign. Okay, I'm literally banking. And I'm stalling. Get in. Woo! I did it. The giant Coca-Cola sign. And now, let's switch aircraft. So I'm gonna go over here. The aircraft that we're choosing next is an F5 North prop. So let's go all the way down. These are all of my mods that I have. So here it is, an F5. And now, here we go. Let's try to recreate the 15th of September. Like this. Okay, we're going to gear up. Go. Like this. The 15th of September. Happy Independence Day! Woo! Let's give you guys a tour in Tegucigalpa. This is this is the capital of Honduras. So we're going up. That's the airport, most dangerous. That's the Air Force with the museum. Let's give us a turn. We're going inside the cockpit. We're gonna go over here, and then we are going to pass this stadium again, like we did. Alright, here we go. We're in a line. Now if you're wondering why you aren't speaking Spanish, yeah, it's been a while. But English makes you famous. Here we go! Woo! We did it! We're gonna turn again. I have to slow down a bit. We're going to turn. Turning. We're gonna align with this road over here called the Boulevard Morazan. Oh my god, look how fast we're going. We're going at 600 knots. Ah! Alright, now we are going to see this. This is the Cathedral de Suyapa, which is a church. And Suyapa means it's a place. Yeah. Now, if you're wondering, this is my first ever screen recording or making a premiere or flying an airplane. Yes, I've been flying airplanes for a lot of times. So we're gonna pass the stadium again to recreate the 15th of September. Woo! Now we're going to switch aircrafts when we hit I don't know. And also thank you for 400 subscribers. I'm really impressed. And I have to reach 10,000 so I can do whatever I want. Oh look, you just saw a plane that was going to take off. I'm gonna show you again. Alright, here we go. We're going to be aligning. Cut power. Woo! That was a leader then. Alright, time to align with the stadium. Alright, here we go, we're going. Did I miss it? Yes, I did. We're gonna hit the clouds. Here we go. Align. We hit the clouds. We're going to sync rate a bit and realign with the stadium. Oh god. Woo! We passed again. Now we are going to try to land. But we have to switch aircrafts first. We gotta align ourselves. So we're gonna do this very dangerous approach that if you've seen this Boeing 757 American Airlines video, well, if you live in there, you know that tonconting is the most dangerous airport in the world. So now let's switch aircrafts. The aircraft we're choosing or switching, it is excuse me. Alright, we're going to change aircraft. We are going to try landing a ATR Classic. Okay, I'm going too fast. This is not the right speed to land. This thing doesn't have spoilers. They only have flaps. But I'm gonna try landing like this. Okay, slow down, slow down. This is a very dangerous approach right over here. You literally have to bank. Because look at that, there's mountains. You have to go at 113 knots. Just to align with the airport. Because this airport is super dangerous. You gotta trim up. Can you not hear me? Right, alright. Here we go, here we go. Aligning, aligning. As you can see, we trimmed up. Oh god, but this is gonna make a tail strike. Meh. I don't care. Alright, now you can see the runway right over there. And I have to slow down. It's very light. So I'm about to bank again. And if you're wondering if you're scared that a kid doesn't know how to land, bro, I know how to land. I know how to butter. Whoa, no, not butter. Alright, we're turning. Okay, this is a very dangerous approach over here. Activate lights. Now we got a sync rate. We're gonna nose down. And now flare. And now I cut power. And now I just let it loose. Oh god, I'm floating. Yo! That was a bird! Reverse thrust. And I immediately stopped. Now let's taxi to whatever gate. Whatever gate is it. Alright, we're going to turn. We're at 7 knots. 10 knots. No, it's not And now we're going to end flight. Well, that was fun. Well, I hope you guys liked this I hope you guys like this premiere, and I don't know if I make premieres, but this is my first ever premiere, and I don't know if I'm right. But thank you so much for watching this premiere, and if you like my cinemark behind me right over here, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.